Hi guys, welcome. Okay, I'm back. She seems to be sleeping. We'll see how well we do. She's in the other room. All the lights are off. Cartoons are on though. I I'm hoping that I don't think she'll sleep through the night, which is fine as long as I can get through this. Afia, what's coming towards me? You're going to be at the right place at the right time, prepared for what happens or what comes in. Could be a Pisces or a creative type. You also have a Sagittarius coming in towards you, feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain and you can breathe a sigh of relief. You're about to embark on a personal transformation. There's a lot of divine timing around you. Things are just going to start to fall into place, and you're no longer holding yourself back. Malika, Michael's next move. All right, depends on where you are in your situation. Right now, it looks like you could get a message, or he may want to do something out of the blue that's unusual, because this is like something coming in out of the blue that you don't expect. It happens all of a sudden. I don't know if you've recently had an argument, but you may have an argument about something. It's not that big of a deal. It's Five of Wands, kind of like a quarrel about something. And then after that, you may make a decision, or like he may be acting wishy-washy or indecisive, so you may like pull back from him. Goddess, will I reconcile with Justin? Yeah, I think you will reconcile with him. Red Nappy, general love. You have a new love interest coming in, but you also have some good karma coming in around love, which is nice. A wish, put that out into the universe. You may feel like you have a long road ahead of you before you find yourself in like a stable relationship that you feel is secure, but it's really not that far off. You're about to embark on a personal transformation. You're walking away from things that no longer serve you, and you're heading over to greener pastures. Not holding yourself back. That's the theme here. You've got a Virgo coming in. You have a Taurus coming in. You also have a Pisces. It's also Sagittarius here. You might have some options. Not bad. Not bad at all. Sonia, what should I know about Sam's personality? Well, hello, lovey. Good boy. Although he's been taking the rice crackers out of the baby's hand. He's very gentle, but he's still snagging them. He got about 3 today. And it comes 2 in a pack. I give her one, I give him one. He eats his, and then he goes over and he takes hers. I know. Well, with Sam, he may have a sharp side to him, definitely. I would be careful. 3 of Cups in reverse. He could be involved with somebody else. You could find yourself in a third-party situation, and he may be a little bit out of balance, or he may be a little unbalanced. He is perseverant. He's a very passionate person. He's very hardworking, but he is a little bit self-centered. That's for sure. Cinnamon, what's coming to me in my love life this year? You have an Aries coming in that's going to be very passionate. They're going to be looking for a new beginning when it comes to love. You lay down the law, set up boundaries, step into your power, and you can get what you want from this situation. You may meet them through like divine timing. It may be slow, right? It may not like be It like maybe slow and steady wins the race with this person, which really isn't like an Aries. Aries usually kind of go for it, but it looks like maybe slow and steady wins the race. Your love life can change for the better quickly. Overnight, this person may come in out of the blue when you least expect it. You've got good luck around your love life, plus you have happiness. Happiness comes in. Red Nappy, what's the energy between Jay and I? So it comes up first unprepared, but it also comes up as soulmate energy. Argumentative. This is a difficult situation, for sure. Burden. Use your intuition. Listen to what your intuition says. It's difficult to say the least. Sandy, what's going on with Phillips? He's feeling a little bit indecisive. He also seems to be carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders. He's got some sharp energy around him. He may not be in the best state. Feeling a little bit stuck. Feeling a little unsuccessful. Feels like the timing around him is shitty. I know. Should I accept the job offer? It would be good for. Would it be good for me? Okay. I'm only getting a 33% chance that you should take it. It may not be as good as it seems. Like it may be, they may be promising you the world and then they don't follow through with it. Something to think about. It's coming up very low. 33% is low. Island Girl. When the Libra does come back, how will things be this time? Well, it's going to be out of balance. I would be careful that he's not very controlling. This is somebody that can be controlling and manipulating. There's a lot of sharp energy around this situation when he comes back. Unsuccessful and regret. I would be careful with this situation. Vicky, what are R's feelings towards me at the moment? Well, he feels a little stuck in himself. That has nothing to do with you, but it comes up. So if he comes across as being very slow or inconsistent, it's because of whatever's going on inside him. When it comes to you, he feels like there could be a long road ahead of you, and he feels a little bit unstable. Four of Pentacles is in reverse. But he does think that you're very calm, peaceful, compassionate, and that you have a lot of patience. He thinks that you're creative, loving, kind, energetic, attractive, and that, I mean, he cares for you. He just may be like a little bit slow. Like he's comes up like he's very like slow and stagnant these days. About the girl that I hated. Oh my God, I hated her. And I didn't even have to see her that often, but she just... Mm. Bridge, how does Nicole feel about me? She's been distant for months. Okay. The way she feels about you, like, you're very well prepared, you're very strong, courageous, and loyal. That you know how to get things done, your life is moving forward, you're very focused. You're attractive, has a lot of respect for you. She may be distant, but it might not have anything to do with you. It looks like she's moving into a better time. She's got the world at her feet. She also has a wish around her. So she may have just been going through some kind of bullshit. She feels fine for you. She's not harboring any anxiety or any ill will towards you. CS, was I romantically involved with JD in the past life? Let's see. Yeah, you could have been. It's possible. Yep, 70% chance it's possible. Nina, why do I feel bad? Nothing bad has happened to me. Well, there's a couple of things that could have happened. It could be something bad has happened to somebody else and you're picking up on it. For example, if your best friend just got fired and she's really upset, you could be absorbing that energy, especially if you're very empathetic. Um, Also, it might have, it sounds crazy, but watch how much time you spend watching TV, because that can affect somebody who's also very empathetic. Social media, any of that stuff, because it's more negative than it is positive, and you'll pick up on that. Um, some things just kind of stick with you. Like I told you guys the other night, I was watching that stupid show Ozark, and there was just a couple of episodes that just, like, I can't get them out of my head. Like they're just like soul crushing to me, and it affects me. Like, I mean, you know how many times, like when I was in high school, I would go to the movies with my friends, and the movie would be sad, and I would cry like for hours afterwards, and my friends would laugh at me. Some people just feel things deeper than others. It's not right. It's not wrong. I actually wish that I didn't feel things so deep, because, like I cry over dogs on Instagram that I never fucking met before. It's ridiculous. Like, I don't want to feel like that. Anyway, so if you have a very empathetic nature, you could be picking that up. You could be picking up somebody else's pain. It doesn't even have to be somebody real close to you. It could be somebody that's close to you physically that you're not close to emotionally, like the neighbor. Like, we're not that far away. If the neighbor's going through something, you could pick that up, especially if you cross paths. It's, yeah, not easy. Um, Adriana, does the ex-Taurus have feelings for me? Yeah, I think he still cares for you. Yeah. Georgia, can I get messages from RS? I mean, I could just pull the cards and tell you what the cards say. I don't really trust that that's a message, though, coming from somebody else, from someone who's alive. But anyway, I'll just pull a couple of cards and see what comes up. Oh, he may be battling with the demon. The first card around him is the devil, and his intuition is in reverse. He's not listening to his intuition. Feeling very weak right now. I don't know what's going on with him, and also feeling like nothing has been changing for him for the better. Things are feeling kind of stuck around him. He also seems to like not be focused right now. He doesn't have a lot of great focus. Priscilla, how does Samuel the Virgo feel about me and a love offer? Well, I'm not seeing love come in right now, but I am seeing that he should be pursuing you. 7 of Wands. There should be some passion coming in around him. You guys could be moving forward, and there is success around the situation. But I'm not seeing love just yet, but that's okay. That can come in time. Taylor, does my friend Jeff have romantic feelings for me? I think so. Yep. Did I get through everybody? Wow. I think I did. Jojo. Dre says that he's leaving me alone. Is he serious? No, he may back up a little bit, but he's not. No, he's not going to leave you alone totally. No. Divine timing is like being at the right place at the right time, or um, like something is meant to be. Like if you go into like a coffee shop on Tuesday and then you run into somebody who you haven't seen in 10 years, like that's like divine timing. Like what are the chances that we're both at the same place at the same time? Especially if you were just thinking about that person. It's like divine intervention or something that's meant to be. It also could be have a feeling like this was meant to be. I'm wondering if did you guys get notifications? Maybe the notifications didn't go out. I had to do a bunch of privates, and I always stream them live, even though I do it privately. So I don't know if that affected the. Yeah, I wonder if that's what it is. I did 3 privates earlier, so because I streamed them live, I think that it counts as like me being on. It's all right. So we'll be slow tonight. No big deal. Make sure I didn't skip anyone. Mihak. If I message Libra and tell him that I'm in the same country, how will he feel and react? He'll feel strong. He'll be listening to his intuition. Doesn't look like you have good luck around the situation. But you know what I would say? If you're in the same country, I mean, why not? What's the worst that happens? The worst that happens is you don't see him. But if you don't message him, you're not going to see him. So I would reach out to him regardless. It just, the energy around the situation seems like it's a little stagnant. I would still reach out. What the hell? Priscilla, general finances and love reading from now until October. When it comes to love, you've got divine timing guiding it. You've got the divine timing comes in, and you have around you a Libra. You also have a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, leaving things that no longer serve you and heading over to greener pastures. When it comes to your finances, you're about to go through a transformation with the Death card. Things may be a little bit sticky or a little bit, money may be a little bit tight for the next couple of weeks, but it looks like as we get into the middle of September through October, money starts to pick up, and it looks like it's a little bit more balanced. Plus, you have a wish, so put that out into the universe. You could be starting a new journey when it comes to money, so that could be like a new savings account, a new whatever it is, an Acorns account, anything like that, and it could be helpful. I think money picks up, but the next couple of weeks may be a little tight. Am, may I ask you what's next in my spiritual journey? Increased intuition and good luck. That's what comes in next. Increased intuition. Cinnamon, I was just watching your new video and I saw that you got live. So, oh. Sandy, the twos. I believe that when you see the twos, it's manifestation. So focus on what you want when you see the twos, like whatever you want to cultivate more of in your life. If you want to cultivate more money, you would focus on money. So if I saw like it's 222, I would focus on I have $20 in my pocket cash and I never have cash on me. You know what I'm saying? Like I would notice something like that. Or I would notice, oh, I put an extra $10 in my savings account this week, whatever. Focus on what you have, not what you don't have. When the two show up, you want to cultivate more of whatever it is you want more in your life, because that's the power of manifestation. Anthony, how will I have a chance to see the Cancer Girl personally, and why will it happen? Things change for better for you quickly. It does look like you're going to be able to breathe a sigh of relief. So I don't know how you're going to see each other. You might have to be patient with this situation, but there's there is something that's going to bring the two of you together. You guys are in different countries right now. Is that what the problem is? Why it's going to happen is, I don't think it's going to be a coincidence. I think it's going to be either a friendly thing, or it's going to be like there's a reason that you're brought together that's social. It's not like it's not like a it's not a love thing that comes in right away. Although the love cup will be full at some point. That's not how it happens. This is how I think it works. I think at some point she reaches out to you, she reconnects with you, because I think that she may be feeling bad about where she is in her life. I think that she's missing the country she left, which is I think where you guys were in the same place. I think that she's looking to connect with people from that time. I think the guy that she's with is not going to last. And I think that's part of the reason why she reconnects with you. Not because she can't be with him, but just because you're familiar and you're safe to her. You feel safe to her. I don't know about how the countries, I can't tell you how that's going to work itself out, but it's good. It should happen out of the blue through divine timing for a social event. I don't even know if it's going to be a surprise or you're going to know. Like, you may know that she's going to be there, or you could just go to this thing and divine timing has you and her there at the same time. It's going to be interesting the way that works out. See, the thing is that, and this is so frustrating, especially when you're living it, when two people are supposed to be together or they're supposed to have something happen, it doesn't have to be like, oh, I'm like meant to be with you and marry you and spend the rest of my life with you and run off, to the white picket fence. But when something is supposed to happen between two souls, whatever it is, it they say mountains will move so that the two people connect. It doesn't make a difference what the circumstances are or how crazy it might seem. On the flip side of that, I would never suggest that anyone sits around waiting for that moment, because it can happen, like it can take forever. Like, I know I told this story once on one of my private videos a long time ago. This is so super embarrassing, but I'm going to tell it. I was in high school. When I was in high school, I had this wicked crush on this guy, Colin. Wicked. And he was like in a situation where, high school relationships break up and get back together constantly. And I was always trying to I wanted to I wasn't like in with the group. So I never really knew when they broke up kind of until after they got back together. And she didn't go to our school. So I really didn't, I wasn't going to see him with anyone because she wasn't in our school. So it was getting towards prom, and I really wanted to go with him. And I decided that I was going to make him this Grateful Dead shirt because he loved the Grateful Dead, and so did I. And I was going to do something different, and I was going to be different, and I was going to, and what an asshole I was. Anyway, so I made this shirt, and I brought it over to him. I gave it to him, and he and I at that point had 2 classes together, English and math. I kid you not. After I gave him this shirt and I gave him the letter saying I wanted to go to prom with him or whatever nonsense it said, he cut school for 2 weeks. Like, I really thought that he wasn't going to graduate and it was going to be my fault. Horrible. So embarrassing. Anyway, he pretty much avoided me for like the rest of his life after that. It was terrible. And then we went to the same community college together. he stopped dating that girl and he started dating someone else, and it was just whatever. Anyhow, so years go by. I'm not even kidding you. Years go by. It had to be 10 years because it was right before my high school reunion. I'm kid you not, that I'm in like a random bar. And this was like when I was in my 20s and we were out drinking all the time. I'm in a random bar and I am the designated driver. Now, anyone that knew me at that time, I was never the designated driver because I was always drinking. I was a designated driver that night, so I was stone cold sober. I feel somebody tap me on the back of the shoulder, turn around, wouldn't you know it, it's Colin. So I'm like, the first thing he says to me is, do you remember that shirt you gave me in high school? And I was like, it was 10 years ago, man. Did you really have to bring that up? And he said to me, he's like, you know what? Honestly, that was one of the nicest things that anybody has ever done for me. But I was 17. I was an idiot. I didn't know any better, and I didn't handle it right. And I'm sorry, whatever. And then he said that he had been living in Colorado and he was only home because his dad was sick. And then he gave me his number, but I don't know if he really wanted me to call. So I didn't call because there was a 17-year-old girl inside me that was like, call him. You got to call him. You got to call him. Colin just gave you his number. But realistically, I thought to myself, number one, he wasn't going to live up to the person I thought he was because that's just the way it is. And number two, he was going to go back to Colorado anyway. So what was going to happen, right? I was just going to get my heart broken. The point being is that when something is supposed to happen, you'll be at the right place at the right time without having to do anything. Oddly enough, I ran into somebody else that same night. I felt like it was like, This Is Your Life with Guy Smiley. But that's a different story. My point being is that when something seems like it's so impossible, it's never going to happen, it's not that impossible. Like, that's divine timing. That's like being someplace, being sober, right? So that I remembered everything, having the conversation that I should have had 10 years prior. And finally, I got my answer. And you know what? I wanted to do something that proved to him that I was different. And I did. Did it work in my favor? No, but I left a mark. I left a big mark. Thank God he graduated because I didn't think he was going to. But so my point is, when something is supposed to happen, things will happen. You don't know how, but it's just going to happen. But you also don't want to sit around waiting for it. Anyhow, that was a horrible story. T event, general for the rest of August. You've got a wish coming in August. First thing around, you put that out into the universe. You could have a new love interest that shows up through divine timing. Happiness. The sun comes out over your life in August. You may be beginning a new journey. Could be spending a lot of time with the Sagittarius. And then you also have another fire sign. So could be another Sagittarius or a Leo or Aries. It also looks like you have something to celebrate. And you might feel like you have a long road ahead of you, but enjoy the ride, whatever it is. Priscilla, what are Antonio's, the Capricorn's, feelings towards me? He thinks that you're happy, kind, well-prepared, balanced, attractive, grounded, down to earth, courageous, stable, and happy. Deja, will I get all the gifts, wait a minute, that I want for my birthday in September? You might not get everything, but it looks like you get a lot. It looks like you do pretty well for your birthday. Anthony, she blocked all communication. I don't know any of her info. Right, so here's going to be a situation where you need to have some faith. It's really frustrating. It really is. I hate the blocking. I got to say that. I hate it. I mean, if someone's not harassing you, there's no need to block somebody. I mean, unless you really want to see them Done. You know, and I don't feel like that. I don't feel like she did it to you because she wants you to like be gone. I think that she did it like to be like bitchy and in control. I don't know. It's not like she did it because like she really wants you to be gone forever. Beautiful on one. When will I get my car fixed? Should be soon, like within the next 3 weeks. Oh my God, and I got stories. My friends have stories too. After Colin, my friends were like, listen, whatever you do, you're not going to do any more gifts, no more shirts, don't make anybody anything. Faye, finances for this month. Anxiety starts to lessen. You feel a little bit more respected when it comes to money or a business relationship. There's a delay around a large sum of money, but you got money coming in. It might not happen this month, but it's on its way. You also have good karma around money, and you have a wish, put it out into the universe. Six of Pentacles is nice because it's like feeling well respected at work. So you could be getting better compensated. Bella, general. You have a wish, put that out into the universe. You're another one that's got the divine timing card with a love interest. If you're not with anyone right now, use your intuition. You've got Capricorn coming in. If you are with someone right now, your current relationship is fine. It's you're not going to leave. But the devil card could be that there's some jealousy around the situation. So just look out for that. Not a big deal. There's still success coming in around love. And the Wheel of Fortune is good fortune over your life. It's like going through a period of good luck. Leaving in the past regret or any of that bullshit moves into the past. Moving forward, you have money coming in. Ten of Pentacles is a large sum of money that maybe you don't have to work for. It could be a gift. You may be a little bit undecided about something, and you may be thinking about leaving something in the past that no longer serves you and walking away from it. That's fine. I see nothing wrong with that. Something creative. You may be doing a creative project of some type that you get a lot out of. New me. What do I need to know about Mike that's negative? He could be a little bit unbalanced. The Two of Pentacles in reverse. He also could be a little stagnant. You know, at times he may not be like one to like have a lot of ambition. It's not the worst. It's not the worst thing. He just might need a kick in the ass every now and again. And he has his moments where he does have sharp energy around him, but for the most part, he's pretty decent. He's pretty even-keeled, but I think if you push him too much, you'll see sharp energy from him. It doesn't look like he has tower moments very often, but every once in a while he does lose his shit. He seems to be very good with money. He seems to be very loving, spiritually connected, very well prepared, but every now and again he falls off balance or he does something like wacky. Like, I want to say like he goes out and buys an expensive car or something like that. Or books a trip, you know, out of nowhere, like just wacky. Like, but that's how people are when they're a little out of balance, you know? And I don't think it's anything serious. Like, I don't think he's got serious issues. I just think that every now and again he does something out of character and it could be a little weird. Eli, will I buy a house in the near future? Relatively soon. I don't think it's going to be this year. It could be next fall. I mean, it could be this fall coming up if you've been, you know, out there looking for one. The Jack of Spades would be like November, but I know that feels like it's too soon. I don't think it's going to happen that soon. I think it's going to be sometime next year. But it comes in high that it happens that you buy a house relatively soon. So when you're talking about a big thing like that, like within a year is pretty soon. Deja, will I be financially set for this month and September? Yeah, you got success around you. You should be okay. New me. Do me and Mike have a past life connection? Yeah, I think so. TZ, future of my connection with M, the Cancer. You got the love cup being full. You have the magician. You can pretty much make it happen if you want it to happen. Maybe a long road ahead of you. It might not happen right away, but it does feel like you get your wish. The world is at your feet, and it can turn into a decent relationship. Oh, Deja, when will I get my unemployment this month? Three. There's a three around it. September 3rd, maybe, or within the next 3 weeks. I don't know if that is, I don't know how often you get unemployment. I would think you would get it weekly, no? There's a three around it, so I'm going to say within the next 3 weeks. Kiki, general love. Walking away from something that no longer serves you, that was causing you arguments and bickering, brings in the happy home, the love cup being full, and passion. It could be with a creative type. It may be with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, or a Virgo. You also have a fire sign here, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Laying down the law, setting up boundaries does you well, brings a wish in. And you might have a new love interest that comes in through divine timing. That's a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. You get it every 2 weeks. Then you should get it before 3 weeks. And wait, if you didn't get it this week, no, the 3 doesn't work. Let me see. Let me try it again. Unless you're going to get it in 3 days. That could be. You get it in 3 days. So what's today's Friday? Saturday, Sunday, Monday, beginning of next week. Monica, advice from spirits. Eight of air, an illusion of being trapped, lack of self-confidence, afraid to take action. The two of earth, too much going on at once, the need to make a decision. Consider a more playful approach. The knight of air, intelligent, decisive, idealistic, and tireless. Events that occur with great speed. Take time to carefully review your options, creative solutions. You haven't gotten paid in 2 weeks. If you don't get it in 3 days, I'm going to say if you can call them and find out, because 3 weeks, there's a three around it. So if you haven't gotten it in 2 weeks, you could get it sometime next week. If it's not 3 days, 3 weeks from the time, it seems like you should have gotten it. If you don't get something by Monday, I would call them. I love. What's next in my love life? I'm single at the moment and I don't have a crush. But you are going to start a new journey. Could be with a Sagittarius. And you feel like you can breathe a sigh of relief when this person comes in. It also looks like you may be feeling like it's cause for celebration. The love cup is full and a spiritual connection to this person. Look out for a Taurus or a Sagittarius coming in the near future. Twinkle, what does T the Cancer think of me? Thinks that you're well prepared, happy, successful, kind, hardworking, well balanced, has a lot of respect for you. Thinks that you're attractive. Attractive comes up twice. And funny. All right, is there anybody here that I didn't answer for? Oh, Kiki, I did one for you. It was about love. I just did it like 2 seconds ago. I think I said it says Cherries was coming in, or you were leaving things in the past. I just did it like 2 seconds ago. Did Zach move on? No, I don't think he's moved on. But there would, well, 33% chance he's moved on. I don't think he has. I don't know. He may have been talking to somebody else. Somebody else may have showed up, but I don't think that he's like moved on totally. I think that you guys are going to reconnect at some point. Oh, thanks. That's my dad's paintings. My dad's an artist. That was me in high school. That's around the time that I made the shirt for Colin. Can't believe I did that. Jennifer Elise, I'm waiting for the question. Could you please do a reading on my art career? Perfect. You might have a long road ahead of you. That's the first thing that comes up. So what? Keep doing it. Keep doing it. You're going to come to a point where you turn a corner where things take off for you quickly, like overnight, and the world is at your feet. You may feel burdened. Do not hold yourself back. I don't think you will. And just keep pushing on. Persevere. You're going to have a new beginning that comes in. And you're going to have decisions, choices and decisions to make. You're upgrading. Four of Wands. So wherever your career is right now, it's going to go to the next level with the Four of Wands. Just keep doing it. I don't know where you are in your career. Just keep doing it. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. Yeah, I'll post them. And maybe if I can get him to take a picture of it. I don't know if they're finished yet. Yeah. Oh, Stephanie, sure. Yeah, like I said, like just keep doing it. Like my dad always says, he's like, if you do what you love, like you never work a day in your life. Like my dad, when he was quarantined, he was painting all these pictures. And he's so funny because he bought this like little house around the house from his wife. Even they're not legally married, but they've been together forever, so that he could have his man cave where he could set up his painting, like his painting stuff in the house. So he does his painting like in the middle of his house. And you better not go there and try to tell him like how to organize things because he'll throw you out. Or if don't tell him to put the toilet seat down, not in the man cave. And the older he gets, the worse he's getting. Taylissa, is Kamani mad at me? I don't think this person's mad at you, but I do think that they have some anxiety going on around them. I think that that may be what it is. They've got some anxiety. I don't think they're mad at you. I know that's funny that you came in when we were talking about the paintings. See, that's divine timing. The man cave. Stephanie, I wanted to know more about the connection with SS. Is it genuine? Yes. Oh, yes, it's definitely genuine. You got 3 aces. It's definitely genuine. It could be a love connection or a love interest. It's something that's meant to be, or there's, I hate to say meant to be because people always think like fairy tale. There is a reason why the two of you were brought together. It may not always be the easiest connection, but you two were brought together for a reason. Like there is a soul connection here, and there's also a karmic thing here. So what you're feeling is legit. You're not crazy. Like this is something that's supposed to happen for good, bad, or indifferent. So just keep that in mind. Because you sometimes, like, you say that to people and they're like, well, you said it was meant to be. Yeah, there's something there that's meant to be. Sometimes it's a lesson, sometimes it's a long-term thing, sometimes it's, you know, we sometimes get caught up in this, what a soulmate is supposed to be, and it's usually not that good. Red nappy general. You've got the Empress here. Love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful if you don't want children when that card shows up. Ten of Pentacles is in reverse. There's a large sum of money that's trying to make its way to you, and for whatever reason, it's having a hard time. It could be that there's somebody that's controlling and manipulating. Perseverance will get you through it. I don't know what this money is. There may be a new love interest coming in, and your life could change for the better quickly, maybe even overnight. Justice, you got good karma around you. It's the money thing that's weird. It's like Ten of Pentacles in reverse is a large sum of money that's having trouble making its way to you. It's still coming. It's just delayed. Kiki, is there a way me and Zach could reconnect before the 17th? You could. You got a 70% chance, yes, and you have good karma. Shay, why has DM been so distant? Well, there's a couple of things going on around him. First of all, there's bickering. So he may be arguing with someone, and that could be a reason. But there's the devil here. So there could be some kind of an addiction or earthly pleasure that's getting in his way. I don't know if it doesn't have to be like drinking or drugs. It can be, or it could be like gambling, or, I mean, this could be anything. It could be like over exercising, or, hanging out with friends that are a bad influence. Whatever it is, there is a devil around that's keeping him distant. Good news here is that it's going to pass. He comes back into feeling balanced. He's got some peace coming in. You may need to have patience with him, but things change quickly, or you hear from him quickly and he goes back to his old self. You got happiness. Who knows? Maybe he's got some friends in from out of town or some kind of nonsense happening, but it changes. Yeah, like one time I had this crazy attraction for this guy, and he was like, not only was he not my type and he was kind of a loser, but I'm kind of like, now when I think about it. But anyhow, I realize now that the reason why I needed him at the time, and now it makes sense, even though for a long time I was like, oh, what was that about? I was going through this relationship that was like on and off for like 8 years. And what he did for me was he was enough of a distraction to keep my mind off the first guy, that the first guy, like, it's like an unconscious thing. Like, he had no idea that I was seeing this other guy. But whenever I was with the new guy, the other guy, he got his attention. He either called me or he showed up or he was looking for me. So I realized that I needed him for that. I needed him for nothing else, but that's what that did. Anjali, do you see me buying in a house, and if so, when? 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 6, 7. You're going to buy a house, definitely. Let's see when. Well, the 2 of spades. The spades could be anytime this fall. That sounds very quick to me. The latest I'm going to say would be February. Anytime between this fall through next February, you should buy a house. And Ukriti, what are H's next actions for me? He may be a little bit more communicative. There may be a lot more communication going on between the 2 of you, and you could be starting a new journey together. You may feel like you've been down the road with him, and it's like gotten nowhere, but you may be spending more time together. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. You could be spending more time together soon. Shay, does my ex plan on getting rid of his addiction? He's not prepared. He's not ready yet, but he knows he has to. And he does it eventually. 70% chance, yes, he's just not ready yet. All right, I gotta go blow my nose. I'll be right back. All right. Yeah, I got Avery's cold. Believe that? Well, I passed my permit for Nana. I think you're going to pass. I think you'll pass. Kiki, info on the Sagittarius. Any way to know timing? Could be within the next 5 weeks. Sagittarius should be somebody who's very successful and they have money. They have a lot. They come in, they're very respectful. They're very hardworking, 8 of Pentacles. They may be going to school. They're like on track, and they're very perseverant. They know what they want. They know how to get it. They're very well balanced, very intelligent, very focused, very well prepared, very strong personality. Maybe within the next 5 weeks. Anjali, has A started falling in love and getting serious? Um, he's on his way. You got one ace, but you have the Three of Pentacles, which is very deep rooted and very grounded. It's coming. It's starting. He is working on getting serious, definitely. Talia, how will my work day go tomorrow? I'm working at a new location and I'm a bit nervous. I don't blame you. I would be nervous too. It should go pretty well. So, Four of Pentacles, feeling stable, spiritually connected. You use your intuition. I think it's going to go okay. You got divine timing. You have the Magician. It should go fine. It's nerve-wracking. Like, you may walk in feeling like the weight of the world and feeling disappointed. It's like the energy of the place may feel different. But I think once you start getting through the day, you're fine. And I think that it's okay. And I think that then you start to feel a little bit more at home. Kiki, will I meet them on the trip or in my hometown? Okay, will I meet them on the trip? You could meet someone on this trip, definitely. Definitely. Yeah, you got success around that trip. That trip may be very good. All right, guys, that's it. Did I answer for everybody at least once? Oh, yeah, I would go. I think you'll have a good time. I mean, you have a lot of energy around you anyway. Even if you don't go, you're probably going to meet somebody anyhow. But I feel like that there's success around that trip. You might just have a good time regardless. Dolly. My name is Anshu. I want to know about my life career, okay? Are you already in this career? Because it looks like you've got choices coming up. You're moving on to greener pastures, or your career is moving forward. You're no longer waiting for your ship to come in. You have choices. The Magician. You can cultivate just about anything you want. You have a very successful career ahead of you with a lot of balance. I don't know what it is that you do, but you have a good relationship with the spirit and you have high intuition. Listen to it. It brings in financial stability. Kiki, reading for how myself is doing. All right, how is Kiki doing? You are about to embark on a new journey. It looks like you're going to feel like you've made it to the top of the mountain. You have a wish put that out into the universe. You're on the right track. I don't know if you're going back to school or you're starting school or something. There's Eight of Pentacles. You could be learning a new skill of some type. Divine timing. Spirit is on your side. You have good karma coming in. You seem to be on the right track. I'm not really worried about you. Not worried about you. All right, then I'm going to go. Yeah, I mean, I don't feel terrible, but I do feel like I have a little bit of a cold. But this is gone from, my nephew had it, and he gave it to his mom, who then gave it to my other nephew, and then the grandpa got it, not my father. But because of his age, they tested him for COVID, and he came back negative, so none of us were fine. But at least they tested him, and we know that he got it from the kid, because that's just the way it traveled. Anyhow, and then Avery got it. So that's how it happened, right? And then Avery got it because we were there when the lights went out. Darlene, love reading. You might be turning around and walking away from things that no longer serve you. With that, leaving regret and anxiety in the past. Any past breakups or any of that bullshit moves into the past. If you've been feeling like you've been holding yourself back, you're getting past that. You're not going to hold yourself back anymore. Moving on to greener pastures. Got a fire sign here, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. You've got success coming in around you. A Wheel of Fortune, good luck. Well balanced, and being at the right place at the right time could bring in a new love interest. Oh, and Yukriti, I did that one already a little while ago. MC Love General. Feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain, success around love. If you're not with anyone right now, you've got an air sign coming in, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, who's going to have a lot of respect for you. They may be very creative. You'll meet them through divine timing. A lot of people are getting the divine timing card. I'm hoping that things are going to start to fall into place for a lot of people. Starting a new journey that brings you to the top of the mountain. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. All right, guys, that's it for me tonight. I will see you guys tomorrow. I probably will come on at 5. It depends when she goes to sleep. I'm going to try to see if she can get a nap in. And then that's when I'll go live, because she's a real terror these days with you trying to eat the cards and everything else. Aaron, what's Danielle's energy towards us? She's a little bit dual. She's got, I don't know if somebody hurt the other person, because there's like a hurt here, but the love cup is also full. So she feels like either she hurt you or you hurt her, but there's still love between the two of you. It looks like things will move forward with the two of you. The energy is going to get better, but there may be a little bit of a moment in time where you kind of have to heal a little bit. Island Girl, when do you see the Libra communicating? Sometime this fall. Rupal, if I approach Sud to negotiate a salary offered, will he agree? Okay, let's see. I think you can get what you want here. Yep, I think you can get what you want. Good luck. All right, guys, have a good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh, wait, there's TD. Let me just do TD. Sandy, how is Phillips feeling since the argument? He's a little upset. He's still a little upset. That's all right, TD. No big deal. Do I know the person that added me on Snapchat? I don't think you know them. I don't think you know them. It could be a Cancer, but I don't think it's anyone that you know. Magic, who's coming towards me seriously in love? Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. It may be a Virgo. All right. Good night, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye-bye.